Okay, so we're gonna do some Iraab, now that we've learned some fragments, right? So we're gonna do some Iraab. So we do Bismillah. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, the Basmalah. So B is our half of jar. Okay, then actually there's the word ism here. Okay, with Hamzatul Wasl. So B and the word ism, not always, but always in basmalah, but not in every time you want to put B and ism together. So for example, in Surah Al-Alaq, hmm, Al-Alaq, okay, tak lepas. Alaq is before this, right? Nashrah. Nah, yeah. We have here Bismi also, right? You say Iqra Bismi Rabbika. It's like Bismillah, right? It's like that. Bismi also. But here it's not drop. Here you can clearly see the Hamzatul Wasl, right? But in the Basmalah, it's always going to be drop. Okay, but it's actually B and Ismi also. Okay, so yes, it's drop because basically Basmalah is always written. Okay, so for this kalimah, yes, it's drop. Okay, so B is our half of jar. Ismi is ism majrur. Okay, B half of jar. So sometimes you will see things like this, like mabni ala kasar, because B is always going to be B, right? It's never going to be ba, never going to be bu. So sometimes you will see this. So the blue one is the important part. Then I write the full, okay, so that we know. Mabni ala kasar, maybe say something like this. And then the next word is a majrur. And then sometimes they say this, biharful jar. Why is it majrur? Because of the half jar before it, okay? And then what's the sign of the ism majrur?
The sign of the ism majrur, kasrah.
Yes, so we say bil kasrah. Ism majrur bil kasrah. Okay? And then ismi and lafzu jalalah. Bismillahi is going to be what fragment?
Mudaf ilaihi.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so ismi is also mudaf, wa huwa mudaf. And then lafzu jalalah is going to be mudaf ilaihi. Mudaf ilaihi is always what status?
Jar.
Yes, majrur. And then every time we talk about lafzu jalalah, right? After you say your status, whether it's marfu, mansub, or majrur, we say lil ta'zim, and then we say the sign bil kasrah. So marfu lil ta'zim bil dhammah, mansub lil ta'zim bil fathah. Okay, majrur lil ta'zim bil kasrah. Lil ta'zim is just to make we're not like belittling Allah to just a status. He is beyond that. Okay, so this is like give him like a respect to Allah. Okay, to make him big, ta'zim. Okay, and we have the next word ar-rahmani. This is ism in what status?
Ar-Rahmani.
Hmm.
In what status is nasab.
Mm-mm.
Jar. Sila.
Yes, it's jar. Okay. So what is the connection between the word Allah and Ar-Rahmani?
The connection is fragment kan lah.
What kind of
Is
fragment do we have?
apa? Mausuf sifah.
Yes. Okay. So which is the mausuf? Lafzu jalalah or Ar-Rahmani? Mausuf first or sifah first?
Mausuf lah.
Yes. So lafzu jalalah is our mausuf.
Yeah.
Then the sifah is Ar-Rahman. Ar-Rahman is the sifah. Every time we say sifah, we say li. Sifah li what? What word? Okay. So in this case, Ar-Rahman is sifah li lafzil jalalah. Okay. to the lafzul jalalah. And of course, it's going to be majrur bil kasrah. Okay. And then ar-rahim again is another sifah, right? We can have many sifah. So sifah thani, the second sifah. Same, lafzul jalalah, majrur bil kasrah. Clear? Can?
Yes.
Inshallah. Okay. This one we kind of did just now in the previous exercise, right? Exactly the same ayah. So if we were to write it down, we say inna is half of nasab. Kitaba, as you said, ism inna, of course.
Yeah.
When you have a clear ism, right? Meaning the status is clear, you say the role first, ism inna, and then you say the status, mansub, and then you say the sign, bil fathah. Okay? Then you say, you can talk about, you don't have to say this actually, wahuwa mudaf. If you say al-fujari is the mudaf ilahi and it's majrur bil kasrah, you are implying that the word before it is going to be mudaf because mudaf ilahi cannot be far away. Remember that? So
Yep.
even if you don't say this, even you just say this, the second word is mudaf ilahi, automatically kitab is going to be the mudaf. Okay? It's not the same as mausuf, right? So even if you don't say wahuwa mausuf, it's fine. But that's why you have to mention sifah to what? Because the sifah can be far away from the mausuf. Yes? Understand?
Understood. Yep.
Okay. And then as you said, so lafi, sijin is jar wa majrur, but the lam here is lam taukid. And then the fi is half jar. And sijin is going to be ism majrur bil kasrah. Okay?
Yep.
So, before we do exercises, teach you how to do the Irab of attached pronouns. Okay, so we have huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna. Okay, and this is your singular, this is your dual, this is your plural, and the first column is attached to an ism, so it's going to be mudaf ilahi. The next one is attached to half of jar, bihi, right? And then the next one is attached to is half of nasab. Okay, so idafa, half of jar, half of nasab. Idafa, half of jar, half of nasab. Okay, so when we talk about huwa, so where it can be who, it can be he. Remember that the attached pronouns can be who, can be he. The ha is domir al-ghaib al-muttasil. Okay, the ghaib part is not important. Domir muttasil is important. Okay, ghaib means the third person. He's not there. Okay, you're saying about someone else, right? You're saying his book is not between me and you, it's another person, right? His book, another person. Yes, so this is third person. Okay, in English, it's called third person, ghaib. Okay, then you can say it's mabni ala dom or kasar. So you say if it's who, then mabni ala dom. If it's he, then it's mabni ala kasar. Okay, so you see, if you use the word mabni, right? You don't put a haraka, you don't put a tamar buta at the end. You don't say ala domma. You say ala dom. Okay? Ala kasr, not ala kasrah. Okay, for mabni. Okay?
Okay.
So for when it's a mudaf ilahi or when it's attached to a half of jar, you say fi mahali jar, right? Then you say the role, mudaf ilahi or ism majrur. Okay, so if it's a clear ism just now, I said, you say the role first. Kitab is ism inna because it's very clear, it's mansub bil fathah. You say the role first, you say the status, then you say the sign. But if it is a mabni word, like an attached pronoun, you have to mention what word it is first. It's a domir muttasil. Then the status, we don't say majrur, we say fi mahali. Fi mahali means in the place of jar. Okay? And then you say the role, mudaf ilahi or ism majrur. Okay? The other way around. If it's clear, like kitabah just now, we say mudaf ilahi first. And then majrur. And then the sign. Bil kasrah. Something like that. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. For innahu, same thing. Domir muttasil fi mahali nasab ism inna. Okay?
Okay.
If it's here, it's also the same. Okay, basically we talk about the ha is going to be a domir muttasil. Then mabni ala sukun, because that's the last, in the alif has a sukun, right? That's the last thing there. Mabni ala sukun. Fi mahali jar, same thing, mudhaf ilahi or ism majrur, or fi mahali nasab, ism inna. Okay. For the two huma or hima, right? Again, you say ha, or you will see, you see in the Irab books, it says ha is domir muttasil, okay? And then the same thing, fi mahali what, jar or nasab. And then what's the rule? Is it a mudhaf ilahi? Is it a majrur? Is it an ism inna? And then it might say something like this. The meme is an harf imad, meaning it's a pillar, okay, for the alif to be there. And that alif is the alamatu tasniyah, is the sign of the dual. Okay, so in Iraq books, you might find something like this, okay, but when we do our Iraq, we will not break it up like this. We just say, we talk about huma, the whole thing being an attached pronoun. Okay, huma is a domir muttasil, is fi mahali jar or fi mahali nasab. Or hima is domir muttasil, fi mahali jar or fi mahali nasab. We won't go to this, okay, but I just write it here so that if you were to open Iraq books and see this, you won't be scared like, oh no, what is this? I don't understand all this, right? Actually, it's just how it shows how the scholars are very technical, okay?
Yeah.
Because they say they are talking about the ha as a domir, right? You see, all the ha is the domir, okay? Then obviously, if you say the ha is domir, then what about the meme and the alif? So you have to say the meme is, the alif is the isnain that tells you that this is the dual, all that things. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Next one for whom, okay, or for hunna, okay, still the same thing, domir, muttasil. So here is just, here they say, ibaini. So it's third person, just that now it's two, it's dual. Okay, again, we don't have to say this so much. Here is ibina. So it's third person, but now it's plural. Okay, and then talk about the fi mahali jar or nasab, because attached pronouns can only be fi mahali jar or nasab, right? And then say what's the role. And then here for whom they say that this meme is the sign of the jamak zukur, the jamak masculine. Okay, it's a
Yeah.
sign of the masculine plural. Basically, that's what the meme is. Okay, but we don't have to say all that. We just talk about the whom being the domir muttasil. Okay, for the hunna, same thing. The ha is the domir. And here they say the noon is the jamak ina. So the jamak for the feminine. Clear? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
For second person, you have your anta, antuma, antum, right? So ka, huma, hum, ki, huma, hunna, basically will be the same thing. You say domir mutasil, then fi mahali what, and then the role. Okay? Again,
Okay.
for the duals, the same thing. So they say they talk about the kaf, right? They talk about the kaf as the domir mutasil. So they have to talk about the meme and the alif. So it's the same as the one at the huma version. Okay, that the alif is the isnain. Same thing for the kum. The meme is the jamak zukur, the masculine plural. Same thing for the nun shaddah is the feminine plural. Okay. Otherwise, everything else is basically the same. It's domain muttasil, and then fi mahali what status, and then the rule. Okay.
All right.
Last one for ana. Okay. So for ana, the ya is our domain muttasil. Okay. Even though we have innani, for example, the noon, right? We will talk about the noon later on. Okay. Whatever the harakat, whatever the status is, whether it's fi mahali jar or fi mahali nasab, we're talking about the ya only. Okay, so ya is domir muttasil. Mutakalim just means first person. Okay, fi mahali jar, and then what is it? The mudhaf ilahi or ism majrur, or if it's fi mahali nasab, it's ism inna in this case. Okay, but remember it's the ya. Okay, for ana is the ya.
Okay.
And then for nahnu, clearly the na, nun alif, right? Kita bana, lana, inna. This na is your domir mutasil. And then fi mahali jar or nasab. And then what's the root? Okay? Can?
Alright. Yeah.
Okay, we have some time for some exercises. Let's do some exercise.
Mhm.
Liyawmin azim. So, just now we did this.
So okay. The li
Mm-hmm.
it's half of jar.
Yes. And
Yeah. Wa yaumin
mm-hmm. Is the
is majrur.
yes. So we can just say
Then
liyawmin is jar wa majrur. Okay.
okay.
What's the sign of the majrur?
Um, Sign of the majrur is the
Liyawmin.
waw lah.
Yeah. Huh?
No, the lam lah.
No. When you say yaumin is a majrur, what is the
Mhm.
sign of the majrur?
Oh, lah, no, sorry. The sign is kasrah.
Yes, bil
Kasrah.
kasrah. Yes.
Kasrah.
And then what about azim?
Azim is uh musuh sifah.
So
Sifah.
azim is the sifa. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sifah.
What do we say? Sifa, bi, min, li, fi. Remember?
Um, Sifah. Wait. Eh,
Sifa, li.
Li.
Yes. Okay. So sifa to what? What word?
Sifah
What's the
tu yaumin.
exactly?
Mhm.
Yaumin. And then what status?
Um, Jar
Azim.
status.
Mm. Yes. Majrur. What's the sign of majrur?
Bil al kasrah.
Yes. Bil kasrah. Okay.
Mm,
Clear?
Yeah.
Next
Yes.
one. Kulla kaffarin asim.
Kula. What
So
is?
what status is it in?
It's nasab.
Yes, okay. So there must
Mansub.
be a role. Why is nasab? Okay, now we don't have it yet. Okay,
Mhm.
so we just say this
Mansub.
is mansub. What is
Yeah.
the sign of the mansub?
Mansub bil fathah.
Yes, bil fathah. Okay,
Mhm.
and then kafarin.
Kafarin is so status first. It's jar status.
Yes, so why is it jar status?
Jar because of the kasrah.
Okay,
Majrur bil kasrah.
but why is it majrur? What is making it majrur?
Asi uh, is making majrur.
Why is the word kafarin majrur? What's the connection to the word kulla? What fragment do we have?
Kula kafar. Mudaf.
Yes, so kulla
Mhm.
is the
Mudaf.
yes, it's light, no alif lam. So
Mhm.
kafarin is our,
Mudaf ilaih.
so that is the main role. So that one we put
Mhm.
first.
Okay.
Okay, mudaf ilaihi, then
Okay.
majrur bil kasrah. Clear?
Okay. Faham, yes.
Okay. Next
So,
word, athimin.
Athimin is um
So what is the connection of athimin to the word before it?
Mausifah.
Yes, so athim is the mausuf for the sifah.
Sifah li kafarin.
Good. Bi kafarin. And it's going to be what status?
Majrur bil apa? Apa dah? Kasrah.
Yes, kasrah. Good. Can? Understand?
Mhm. Yes.
Give me 1 second. Okay, next one. Innahum ar-rabbihim.
Inna
Mm-hmm.
Inna is uh, half of nasab, half
Yes.
nasab.
Mm-hmm.
And whom is the ism Inna?
Okay, so it's not clear that it's nasab status. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Correct? It's a
Yes.
mabni word, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
say what kind of word this word is first. What is the kind of word of whom?
Whom
It's
uh,
an
Domir
yes.
muttasil.
Good. Domir muttasil.
Muttasil.
Mm-hmm. So it's what status?
Nasab status.
So what do we say? Do we say mansub or do we say fi mahalli nasab?
Mansub.
No, we say when it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
mabni
mansub.
word, we say
Okay.
fi
Yeah.
mahalli nasab because you cannot tell the status. We cannot say mansub bil fathah, right? We cannot do that. It's always going to be whom. So we say it's in the place of nasab. Understand?
Okay. Yes.
And then why is it fi mahali nasab? Is the
Uh,
inna needs a
because Ina is half of nasab.
yes, inna is half of nasab. So whom will be the
Mansub.
ism
In
inna?
half. Ism Ina. Yeah.
Yes, ism inna. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So whenever you have half of nasab, then you need to
Mhm.
find the ism of inna or ism of anna or ism of lakinna, like that. Clear?
Okay. Yes.
And then an,
And Rabbihim.
mm,
And
mm.
and is half of jar.
Yes, an is
Half,
half of
yeah.
jar. And then
And
where is our
Rabbi.
majrur? Mm-hmm.
Rabbi is the majrur.
Yes, it's a majrur. What's the sign of the majrur?
Bil kasrah.
Yes. Okay, when it's a ism that is clear, that is fully flexible, can be rabbu, rabba, rabbi, then we say the role first. Ism majrur. Then we say the sign bil kasrah. Okay?
Mhm.
And then what about him?
Him is domir muttasil.
Mm-hmm.
Fi mahali
Mm-hmm.
jar,
Why is it jar? What's the role is it playing here?
because it's mudaf ilaihi.
Yes, mudaf ilaihi. Okay, you can say mudaf ilaihi or you can say bil idafah.
Bil idafah. Okay.
Either way. Okay, both correct. Next one. Innal abroro.
Inna is half of nasab,
Good. That's our ism of inna.
is al abroro.
Yes, so this is ism inna. What status is it in?
Um, it's in nasab status mansub.
Mansub. What's the sign?
Bil fathah.
Yes, good. And then lafi.
Lafi. Lafi lam Islam apa? What is it?
Taukid.
Taukid.
Yes, lam
Okay.
taukid.
Mhm.
Oops, taukid. And then fi.
Fi is half of jar.
Yes, fi is half
Half
of
jar.
jar. And then na'imin.
I mean is the um majrur
Yes, so
is a majrur.
majrur. Mm-hmm.
The status is um
It's a
jar.
majrur is yes, it is. So okay. So when we say jar wa majrur, then we don't need the word ism. Okay, we say jar wa
Uh,
majrur. But if we put it separately, if we say half of jar, then this word is going to be ism majrur. Okay, then we don't have to repeat the majrur part because obviously ism majrur must be jar in status, right? So just say the sign bil.
bil kasrah.
Yes, understand?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Mhm.
Next one. So let's say if we put this together, an and nabail, put this together. So this would be what fragment?
An and number nine is mudaf ilaih idafah.
Mm-mm. An.
An I know an is half of jar.
Yes. Okay. So it's actually an, but because of the hamzatul wasl, we put
Mhm.
kasrah. Okay. Actually,
Yeah.
kasrah is the default. So anin nabain. Okay. But
Mhm.
just for the word min, okay, we don't say mini, we say minal. Okay.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
kasra is actually the default. For flow, the kasra is the default. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So yes. So here, if we put together, then we can just say jar wa majrur.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we will spell jar with an alif like this. Jar wa majrur. If you say half of jar, then it's half
Mm-hmm.
al jar. No alif. There's a
Okay.
shaddah here. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So jar wa majrur, what's the sign of the majrur?
The sign of the majrur is the kasrah, bil kasrah
Yes, bil kasra. And then al azimi.
is Sifah li an-nabai.
Yes. Linabai. Good. And then what status?
Status kasrah.
Status is
Status jar.
marfu. Yes.
Mar-
Majrur. Then the
Mhm.
sign bil kasrah.
Bil kasrah.
Good.
Mhm.
Next one. Minal musyrikina.
Minal. Half of jar. Mina is half jar.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Al musyrikina
al musyrikina is majrur.
is
Majrur is
the
majrur.
majrur. Yes. What's the sign of the majrur?
Sign of the majrur is the ya bil ya.
Bil ya. Then what do we say?
Nambahkan anil kasrah li'annahu jamak muzakkar salim.
Yes. Kasrah li'annahu jamak muzakkar salim. Good. Next
Mhm.
one. Fi buyutikunna.
Fi is half jar.
Mm-hmm.
Al buyutikunna
No
buyutikunna.
al. Mm-hmm. Buyuti is our.
Buyuti is a majrur.
What's the sign?
Bil kasrah.
Mm-hmm. And then the kunna.
It's dhamir muttasil.
Good.
Um,
Status.
Nasab fil.
Why
uh,
nasab? What's
fil
the
no no
fragment
no no
here? Mm-hmm.
kunna kunna buyuti oh jar lah.
Yes, fi mahali jar. Why?
um fi mahali jar buyuti kunna because it's idafah.
Yes, bil
Hmm.
idofah.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Next one. Min ayatillah.
Min is half jar.
Mm-hmm.
Ayati is a majrur
What's the sign?
bil kasrah.
Good. And lafzul jalalah.
Jaralah ayatillah is idafah
So the mudaf or the mudaf ilaihi?
mudhaf ilaihi.
Yes, mudaf ilaihi. Mm-hmm. What's
Uh,
the status?
Status is majrur
Mm-hmm. What's the sign?
bil kasrah.
Yes, before that we say lil ta
Bil uh, Lil ta'zim.
ta'zim. Yes, bil kasrah.
Mhm.
Clear?
Yes.
Good. I think we have last one. No, finish already. Alhamdulillah. Clear? Ken, any questions?
No questions.
Easy, inshallah.
Yes, inshallah.
Okay, so with that, Alhamdulillah, we finish our lesson for today. And then I'll
Mhm.
see you on Friday for a new lesson, inshallah. Okay?
All right. All right.
Subhanakallahumma bihamdika la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much.
No problem.